Hey YouTube, my name is Rihanna. I'm a full-time sex worker and I am here to talk to you about how sex work and spirituality has helped completely shift my life and my independence. I also go by Dreamy, I also go by Riri, so you can refer to me as whichever. I am a full-time OnlyFans content creator and a full-time cam model. I have been an OnlyFans content creator, it'll be 3 years in September, and I've been camming for, 3 years in May with my OnlyFans and 2 years camming in September. Prior to me moving to California, I had my OnlyFans for about a year, and then I had been camming just for a few months. So I had moved from Kentucky to live in San Diego, California, which, as you all know, is a very expensive city. I just kind of visited there and loved the weather, the sunshine, and I kind of just took a risk to go full-time with my OnlyFans. It was a side gig to create some passive income, and it just started building and building, and I was just kind of like, I'm gonna take the risk and try and go full-time with it. So I moved to San Diego and I lived in an Airbnb for 3 months just to make sure that I could do it, to see if I could bring in income, most importantly to live by myself, as I just thought I could bring in more money if I was able to get a home by myself and I didn't have roommates. I could work more, be more versatile with my content. Spiritually, that's when things really started to change for me. I started journaling, not in a way of, I guess in a sense it was manifesting, but it was more just me. I would say I would align it more with shadow work, and I think my desires from journaling, my shadows, and what I did want to find and align with is what kind of created this catalyst. When I think back to when I moved here, I do think that's when things really started changing for me, when I started journaling. So the biggest thing, and I think my lesson with my spirituality, I think it has to do a lot with my self-worth and finding balance, and also being able to give to myself and knowing that I'll always be able to give to myself. I am for sure an anxious attachment. I've been codependent in my past relationships, almost all of them. I've given so much of myself and have not received it back that it, that obviously can like make you think that it's you, it's me, like I did something wrong, I have to give more to that person. So that's been a big lesson. I actually reached out and dated, not really dated, I dipped my toes in to like Bumble and all of that, and I was just continuously matching with basically these assholes that did not give a shit about me, and I think they were more attracted to the fact that I did sex work, but seriously, like relationship wise, like they never would even consider that because of my job, which was also a huge catalyst too, because I had such a lack mindset that when I decided to go full-time with sex work, it was more of a thing like, well, if I'm choosing sex work, then I'm gonna have to sacrifice love in a relationship, because not only am I a Black woman that already has a hard time finding someone to align with, also an independent, very strong-minded one. I feel like I can be intimidating. And also the fact that I am now a sex worker, like my mindset was that I can't have both. Like, yeah, I can't have both. And that was completely ridiculous to think about. now that I think back on it, like just because I'm choosing to take a more unconventional path that may not align with other people, that just means that those people were never meant to be in my life anyway. And I really had to come to terms with that, and I really had to sit down and figure out what I want. Did I want to continue sex work? Did I want to make those sacrifices? At the time, I felt like were sacrifices, but it's so, now it like boggles me to even like think that I wouldn't be able to have both, even though there are plenty of sex workers out there who have a beautiful family and a beautiful relationship with someone who loves that part about them. They love how open their partner is and how sexually they express themselves, and they see it more as an art form and a releasing of creativity, and they make great money off of it. So that was a huge shift for me when I realized that, and I realized my self-worth. And when I did do that, I stopped aligning with those assholes, honestly. Like, I felt like spirit, even when I like did kind of be like, oh, I just need like human touch, like even if it's just like sex. But I would get on Bumble, and I shit you not, I would not match with any single person there for a while. Like not one person, and if I did match, they would never message me back. And now I find that that was a sense of protection. I think for me, I think I was still too vulnerable and sensitive to share my energy with anybody. I think that they really wanted me to continue to give to myself. And that was months. Like, so in that time, I just decided to pick up a hobby. And it really did help take my mind off of things. Like I started to learn how to crochet. I take a sewing class once a week now, and I absolutely love it. I actually have like an ironing board. I have like a freaking cabinet over there full of fabric. And there's just days sometimes when I feel like I should work, and I just don't, because I just spend the whole day sewing or crocheting and kind of like being creative. So that's been a really nice hobby, and it's almost something that now that I'm pursuing and have the ability to pursue because of the independence I've established with my camming and my OnlyFans and the community that's built there. I'm thankful to be able to pursue other things that could also be a source of more income. And then of course I started getting crystals. I started smudging. I started saying prayers, even though that word is still a little triggering. And then I also started trying to find more balance in my life. I've always struggled with my weight. So this I've been working on, honestly, for probably about the past 2 years, is not just being consistent in working out, even if it's just once a week. I will work out once a week and be consistent in that. But it was really breaking my habits with my eating. I used to eat meat. I'm from Kentucky. I love a good steak, but now I can't even think about steak or just red meat in general. And if I do, like, I cannot do anything the next day because my tummy will fuck me up. It is wild. So I'm pretty plant-based now. I do love some like chicken tenders when I'm drunk. Before I Uber home, I may get some chicken tenders. I don't want this video to go on too long. I hope that you all enjoyed this, and maybe you found, you know, saw a little bit of yourself in me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.